I got a question for white folk. White people had a 400-500 year head start from everybody, right? Why all y'all ain't rich? You had what everybody else dreams about. Do you understand? You literally had privilege. You literally had advantages. You literally had an entire time period where you were all meant to be successful. You were all meant to thrive. You even tried to eradicate everybody else while you were meant to thrive. Nothing in your plan, nothing in your agenda worked. Now here's what you did get. You did make a lot of house Negroes. You did make a lot of sellouts. You did convert a lot of people that look like me and people that look like my Latino friends into glorified white people. But you couldn't eradicate us. You couldn't stop us from being successful in some type of way. And you didn't make all your people successful. You can't even go back to Europe even if you wanted to. I can go back to Africa. Latinos can go back to Mexico, Puerto Rico. They can go back to where they come from. The Native Americans don't need to go nowhere because they already at home. But your little punk ass can't go nowhere because don't nobody want you nowhere. So I be puzzled. Because how is it you devilish ass children seem to think you doing God's work, seem to think that you're on the right side of history, seem to think that you're doing a good thing by making America great again. All it takes is a decision from Black, African-American, Latino people, Native Americans. All it takes is a decision for us to turn this thing into a melting pot together. And your little ass, your little pale, ugly ass is done. I don't care about your little white supremacist assumptions. Quite frankly, I'm disappointed in the way y'all even express racism today. I mean, you can look at the history even now currently. The European reject is a very weak individual. It's a very weak group of individuals. Because let's think about it, right? They needed a group of people that wasn't white in order to build America. Why do y'all, what I want to know from Black, Latino people, Native Americans, why do y'all think they push for so hard, all this propaganda keeping Black, Hispanic, and Native American people apart? Why do you think that is? Why do you think they push so hard for the Black male and the Black woman to be apart? Why do you think they push so hard to portray us in these certain stereotypical lights to keep an agenda moving? Why do you think they push for this family to be disbanded so much? Because all it takes is a decision. And the moment we make that decision to put us first and start treating them exactly how they treat us, this shit is over. Let them assume what they gonna assume. They dumbasses been weak. In every world war, they needed to put Black and brown people on the front lines just to increase their chances of winning. The European reject ain't never did nothing by himself. They have always needed forced assistance in order to make something possible. Then they turn around after you have made their impossible thing possible and tell you lazy, and tell you ain't worth shit, and tell you're a criminal, and tell you ain't this and you ain't that. They have been deflecting, they have been projecting the entire time. They want you to look over here when you should be looking over here. Unity between Black, Hispanic, Native American people is needed. And I'm talking about the real Native Americans, not you Black people experiencing all the self-hatred. Move. I don't even want to talk to you. Move. I don't care if you're Christian, Hebrew, Israelite, what religion you believe in. I don't care if it's Buddha. I don't care if it's Allah. I don't care if it's Jesus. I don't care. I don't care if you are dark-skinned like me. I don't care if you're an albino. You are Black first before anything.